Sink! Hey! Cheer! And that's how I sync my videos. What's going on, guys, and welcome to the next episode of Angry Ideas, featuring fucking me. My name's Noah, and I'm gonna tell you an idea that I have because something you said out there, not maybe you in particular, but something out there said, pissed me the fuck off, so I got an idea for him. Today's episode's gonna be about the character Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5. You're probably seeing her on screen right about now, and I think you can see the controversy around her. A lot of people have said that she is being sexually objectified, and as a diehard Metal Gear fan, and a self-proclaimed Hideo Kojima fanboy, I'm going to defend her today and claim that she is not sexually objectified. Now, if the fact that I'm a fanboy and a male, a white cis male at that, ooh, fucking scary, if that deters you from taking my opinion and actually listening to it, as I said in the prior video, you too can get the fuck out. Thank you. Now, the character Quiet stars in Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, the new Metal Gear Solid game that came out. Obviously, from the picture I showed you earlier, you can see why feminists out there, and even some non-feminists, I'll say that right now, are being up in arms about Quiet and her outfit because what a fucking person wears matters so much nowadays. God damn it, I gotta stop looking down. Stop looking down when you're fucking thinking of what you're trying to say next, Noah. The camera's right there. You're being fucking retarded. Now, anybody who claims that Quiet is sexually objectified in Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain has not played the game for more than 5 minutes, because let me just explain something, and there are Metal Gear Solid 5 spoilers ahead, so I want you to just, if you're playing through the game right now, just go ahead and leave the video, come back in a couple of days when you've beaten the game, and, or if you don't care about the spoilers, just go ahead and stick around and hear me out. Quiet is a character that attacks Big Boss in the very beginning of the game while he's waking up out of his coma. Big Boss then proceeds to set her on fire, and she falls out of a window. Something you must know about the Metal Gear Solid 5 backstory in this game is that all of the, supernatural powers that these soldiers have come from parasites. They're pretty much the replacement for Metal Gear Solid 4's nanomachines. When Quiet gets lit on fire and falls out of the window, she is recovered by her boss, Skullface. I know, super retarded name, very stereotypical. Kojima, why would you do that? I just called you Kojimo, that's probably why. Skullface keeps Quiet alive using parasite therapy. Now, this parasite therapy pretty much gives her photosynthesis, and in a lot of ways, she becomes a reptile. She breathes through her skin, she drinks through her skin. She's like a mix between a reptile and a plant. Now, you can see here why she has to be somewhat naked. Do you understand why a character might be naked for other reasons than to just have fucking dudes ogle at her and stare at her? Huh? Maybe? Is it finally starting to piece together for you fucking idiots out there? I hope so. Next, we're going to talk about how some people have said that she's just in there to get 15-year-old boys to buy it. Now, her appearance may be that way. Slightly. But the fact of the matter is, for a character that only has 3 lines of dialogue, she is my favorite character in the entire game. And there's quite a few reasons behind this. Purely, she's the most badass character in the entire game. There's cutscenes where a jet is flying at your fucking helicopter, and Quiet, who you think has escaped, appears on the helicopter because she gets these abilities that let her disappear and appear and, fucking zip around and shit. She appears on the helicopter, grabs your character's sniper rifle, and shoots this pilot in this moving jet at 250 miles an hour and saves your character's life right after you beat her in a battle. And she's already tried to kill you once in the story. So now you're starting to wonder, what is going on with this girl's head? And as you play through the story more, you start to figure out that she becomes infatuated with the idea of Big Boss. And if you don't know, Big Boss is the most legendary soldier in the Metal Gear Solid franchise. He is the greatest warrior of the 20th century. Every soldier who has ever fought on the battlefield knows his name and wants to work for him someday. And she becomes so infatuated with that idea that she goes from wanting to seek revenge on your character to becoming a love interest that is so well written, and even not written because she only has 3 or 4 lines of dialogue, but just so well portrayed that I myself, while playing through the game, started feeling infatuated with her, a video game character. And it wasn't because of her appearance, it was just because it was a mutual connection that Big Boss, your character, and Quiet shared. And you eventually go on to where her parasites have started to spread throughout her body, and so she, in an attempt to make sure that all the Diamond Dogs and Big Boss don't get hurt, runs away and gets herself captured by the Soviets. And you go back to save her. And there is a scene in the movie, I almost called it a movie because it was a cut scene. There's a cut scene when you go back to save her where she is almost raped. And as somebody who started feeling for this character, it infuriated me to fucking see this. I wanted to just massacre all these fucking soldiers grouped around her. But I forgot. Quiet's Quiet. And nobody needs to save Quiet. Because as a female, she is more badass than any other male in this game. By a fucking long shot. And completely destroys every single one of these soldiers, even though it was just one soldier trying to rape her. Now, I don't see how that's sexual objectification. If anything, it is making the males damsels in distress because of the countless times that she saves Big Boss. And even, I don't remember off the top of my head, it's been a couple of days since I played the game. I believe she saves Miller or Ocelot at some point as well. Literally the exact opposite of a damsel in distress or a sexually objectified female in the game. So I got an idea for all you feminists that claim that her being near topless, which she is a distraction from the actual game. Next time you're going to go play Metal Gear Solid 5, I want you to wait just about 5 minutes. This is my angry idea of the day. And I want you to just like go into the bathroom, or if you live with like your parents or something, go into your room or something like that, and just fucking jack off before you play the game. Because maybe then you'll be able to see past the fucking tits and figure out that she is one of the greatest video game characters, in my opinion, in the last 5 to 10 years. And you'll actually figure out that just because a girl wears a fucking bra doesn't mean she's a slut. You hypocritical feminist fucks. That's my angry idea for you guys. I hope you take it into consideration, and I'll catch you guys next time. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to click on this little light for the next one, and click on this clock back here. There it is. Wait a second. That clock right there for the previous video. There you go. I'm fingering my clock. If it was a female, you feminists would be like, that clock is sexually objectified. And I'd be like, I know. Because it's an object, not a person, like a woman. Fuck you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.